youth, I was always either in t-ball or in basketball. My mom didn't want me to participate in football because she felt like it was too physical. And so when I got to junior high, everybody was going out for the football team, and I wanted to go out. I played, two-hand touch and everything in the schoolyard, but never had a chance to really put football pads on. And so I went out, made that team, and actually as a seventh grader, I played with the eighth graders, and we were pretty good. That 2 years in my junior high, we went undefeated, never lost a football or basketball game. Now, I didn't make the basketball team, but that just shows you the talent level that we had at Christmas Addicts Junior High. And at that point, it just gave me an opportunity to say that, I could be an athlete. Not that I grew up early, but I was put in situations that a lot of younger kids weren't. Not bad situations, but opportunities so that my mind, my work ethic could be developed. And so at a young age, exposure to sports, exposure to work was something that was there. My parents being from the South, that was what most young people from the South do for their parents. You had to go to work. It doesn't matter what age you were going to contribute to this household. And so my youth was shaped around discipline, was shaped around structure, was told that these are the things, this is how it's going to be. And I think that it has affected me positively just because it allows me to adapt to any situation that I'm in. Not a whole lot of things are going to get me to the point where I'm going to be too low or I'm going to be too high. And so I credit my parents and all those individuals that were around me. Went through junior high as a football player, got cut from the basketball team. Very disappointing and heartbreaking for me, but that pushed me into wrestling, pulled a muscle in my neck on the wrestling team, so I never did that again. And it just allowed me to experience some different things in a short period of time so I could see really who I was. For me, it was all about persevering. My dad always told me to suck it up. He always told me, don't be soft. And for me, in my mind, pushing through and not giving up was a big part of that. I got visuals of anything you could think of that you would need as a young person. This is what work is. And I remember my dad showing me the definition of what work is in the dictionary, because a lot of kids don't even understand what that is. And so in today's society, I think it definitely is something that is less emphasized, especially as a younger child. For me, it was more so about securing a scholarship. Nowadays, kids are worried about when they're going to go to the NFL. 20 years ago, it was more so about getting a free ride. I look over my 4-year high school career and I say one word, and that's opportunity. And every opportunity I had, I tried to take advantage of it and put myself in a situation where it was going to benefit me. And when I had the opportunity, or when I knew I had the opportunity to secure a scholarship and go to college, I tried to hit a home run with it. I knew that my grades were going to affect that. I knew that my athletic performance was going to affect that. And so I did my best to be the best in all those avenues. And so I guess ultimately from Broad Ripple, I got that scholarship to Purdue. And honestly, I was satisfied and happy with that because, to me, I had made it. My parents, they paid for their college at Wiley College for 4 years. Most people don't get scholarships, and to get a free ride, not have to pay room and board, and then to play at a Big Ten university, I was on the map. And so I just felt like, I just get my degree and move on in life. Second year, the linebacker coach came to me and said, you can either be a slow linebacker or a quick and fast defensive end. And God didn't bless me with speed. He blessed me with a mind. And so I've always tried to make the game more mental than physical. And I made the decision to go ahead and switch to defensive end. Now, mind you, I'm playing in the Big Ten versus guys like Orlando Pace that are 340 pounds, and I'm weighing 217, 225 pounds. And so I made that decision based off of wanting to play. Again, just like in junior high, I just wanted to go out and have some fun, and I wanted to enjoy my experience at Purdue. I wanted to take my athletic experience, put that with my academic experience at Purdue, and finish my career there as a astounding student athlete. My junior year, similar situation that happened in my junior year in high school. Coach came to me and said, you know what, you got people looking at you. You keep playing well, you got an opportunity that you can, go to the NFL. And so I said to myself, why not? If I'm gonna go to the NFL, let's go have fun and do it the way we have always done it. The rules then, I think they're similar now, is if you declare yourself for the draft in the NFL, then you can't go back. You have to relinquish your scholarship. And so I said that I probably want to go ahead and make sure I get my degree. So put my mind to it, really graduated in 3.5 years. My last semester only took 1 or 2 classes. One was bowling and something I can't even remember what the other class was, and put my mind and soul in becoming an NFL football player, and got my degree in industrial technology. One major hurdle hit me my last game, my college senior year at the Alamo Bowl. I broke my wrist and my shoulder in the same game. Never had any injuries ever before that. And in one game, I did something that probably dropped my stock probably 2 or 3 rounds. And it created a task for me. I couldn't work out at the combine. I couldn't lift for 2 or 3, 4 months after that. And so that was the next major hurdle in my life, was how was I going to prove that I am really the player that they see on film? And, ultimate story is I got drafted in the 4th round by the Chicago Bears, and not well respected, but continued to push hard and showed and proved that, I was a major talent. And, 10 years later, I'm a 2-time NFL champion, and can't rewrite anything, or wouldn't want to rewrite any way that all happened, because I'm very, very fortunate the way it all turned out. I had to work extra hard. I studied more, I lifted more, I focused more on the little things that allowed me to make little things big things. And so guys that I had the pleasure of playing 6 years with in New England, because we went to 3 or 4 Super Bowls while I was out there, everybody worked hard, not just on game day. They worked hard in the weight room. They worked hard studying film. They got in early and they stayed late. And it was committed, and it was dedicated, and it was genuine. It wasn't because they wanted a contract. I mean, everybody wants to get paid, but they genuinely wanted to be the best. And we collectively as a team, year in and year out, went out and did that. And I can say that I guarantee you that's what Peyton Manning does. He studies more, he knows more, he works harder than most. That's what Kobe Bryant does. I guarantee you that's what LeBron James does, because everybody's route is different. Everybody's route to success, everybody's road to success is totally different. And if you don't have the same skill set as the person sitting next to you, then you may have to work harder, just like I said. And so doing a self-evaluation and then trying to figure out where you're going. And once you figure out where you're going, then you should have this in place to give yourself the opportunity to get where you want to be. For me, I've been very, very fortunate, an inner city kid, to experience so many different things like Super Bowls and meeting people like Tom Brady, and competing against people like Peyton Manning. I was very fortunate to go to New England and see how Mr. Kraft and Bill Belichick ran the New England Patriots for 6 years. And I'll be honest with you, it's not a football team, it's a business. And the business is winning football games. And I've taken so many business thoughts and ideas from Mr. Kraft and from Bill Belichick and transfer that into my small 1,600 square foot UPS store. Because to them, it's about winning games. For me at my UPS store, it's about making a profit and making $1. And how can we get that? And so you have to deal with, players' egos in the NFL. You have to deal with salary caps. You have to deal with scheduling. No different. I have to deal with employees that either don't want to wipe the windows down, or don't want to wipe the counters, or don't want to help a customer. You have to deal with, when should I give this person a raise? When should I not give this person a raise? How many hours they should get? And so, for me, it's all been a sort of a natural transition into just a different phase in my life. And I'm very, very fortunate that I was able to go through those times where I had to work hard. The definition of a champion is someone that continues to excel throughout life, to grow themselves, to look more like what is a positive image. And ultimately, to me, that's being a Christian.